If only I could turn back time.
Hello, what's going on, fellow racers? Welcome to Career Mode episode I don't even know. So, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this qualifying time lapse. I will see you during the race.
This is how we live. Раз, два, три. Red Rubles what you have to give. Nothing is for free. Don't need a big expensive car. I'll drive the fucking bike. Red Rubles in some семечки. Exactly what I like. Платишь папе, мама's class. Big Red Rubles это класс. No фестлада in garage. Just my девочки and bass. From zero to пиздец I go and have a second flight. Because you saw it Russia. Hard bass play you, блядь.
And we have made it to the race, qualified in first place. Still don't know how I did it. I haven't qualified in first place at all. Well, maybe I have. I don't remember. But let's see what we can do with the race. And we're off. We got a classic Racing Fanatic start as we launch ourselves around the first corner of Brands Hatch. Little bit of the brake. This isn't Brands Hatch. My brain doo-doo. Alright? I don't even know what track we're on right now. I am retarded. I just missed the apex of that corner completely, but I make it up with this apex. And then I get right back on the throttle as we fly down the main straight. Well, the back straight. A little bit on the brakes as we come into this SWAT flying left-hander, and then get back on the brakes the moment the car straightens out. Only to floor it again, get right back into third, and do two wide left-handers, let off, get back on, and then let off, get back on again. And try to watch the car through here, because a little bit too much speed will throw you off the track, put you into the gravel, and it's never fun, because you're never going to be able to make it back up. Surprisingly, we're gaining distance on the pack ridiculously. Ridiculous distance being made right now. We come around the first corner again, first time at speed. Brake at about the marker in which there are two lines that are sideways. Don't know how to describe that marker. I don't know if anyone else knows how to describe that marker. And then we brake about the same point at this one, and we missed the braking point a little bit. Should have broke a little harder. Hit that apex the same way that we did last time though, and that makes up for it. Continuing to run away from the second place driver. Somehow holding the lead with that. And then we come around this corner again, brake at the same point that we do with all the other corners, which is that double line. Come around the corner, back up speed, third gear. Let off, back on the throttle. And you do the same thing again, except this is more like a double apex. You're going to let off one time, and you're going to get back on it, and then you're going to end up having to let off again because the car is going to get tight. And then you're going to hit the brakes at that single line-ish. And then you're gonna get right back on the throttle. Usually you should get a little tap on that rumble strip, but I usually miss it. This is career mode, by the way. Don't know how I'm leading by a mile, but I probably should have raised my difficulty up a little bit. Comment down below if you think I'm playing on too low of a difficulty. Personally, I don't, because it's just the fact that this track is really fast, and as long as I keep the straightaways quick, the AI usually can't keep up. But if the track is complicated, the AI usually can't keep up, which makes this really awkward. Car is performing wonderfully though. The right hand tires for some reason are cold. Still don't know why they're always cold. Probably because there's only like one right hander on this entire track, which is right here. This quick little right hander into a left hander, which is a hot brake on that single line marker. We get a little bit into the grass, but we make up for it. We don't let off though, because if we were to let off, we would have got back on and we would have spun the car out. I think. I don't know. I wouldn't have known if I had let off. I wouldn't know what would have happened if I let off, because I never let off when I go into the grass, because usually the car will pull itself back onto the track, or I'll pull it back onto the track. And the way that I have I have a ratcheting differential, so that tire that's in the grass is receiving, I think it's receiving less power than the tire that's on track, which makes it a little bit harder to get back onto the track, which is really annoying. But that differential is also really useful for corners like this. It's pretty much slide assist, because that tire with the most traction's the least traction's gonna get. Oh, my brain's dumb. All right, that's wrong. But the tire with the tire that's slipping the most, also known as the outside tire, as you screw up that corner right there, will receive less torque, and the tire on the inside, the tire that's not controlling slide in a way, it's going to receive more torque, which will straighten the car out. It's like a slide prevention. It's stability control, but you don't even have stability control enabled. It's just your differential doing its job, which is really useful in that part. It's pretty much a slide prevention system. Now, it ain't no traction control. It'll only adjust the power it'll only adjust the power to those two rear wheels. It won't like slow down the tires or decrease the amount of torque coming from the engine so the tires will grip. It'll just try to balance out the tire's grip levels, where if one tire gets more grip than the other, then that tire doesn't need as much, then that tire will take more torque because it can put down more power. Like when you're in a corner, the outer tires are what need to put down more power, so it'll give more power to the outer tires, because the outer tires have to travel farther. This is the only rear-wheel drive, but still it's the same concept in a way. The outer rear tire in the corner will get more power to keep the car, or to pull the car around the corner, while if you're in a slide, it'll kind of help still straighten you out by countering that slide in that way that that tire gets more grip, so it gets more power. It's impossible to one-wheel peel this differential, because if both tires have the exact same grip level, it's going to give both tires the exact same power, which is the really cool part. And we finished first place for the race. I had a really fun conversation about ratcheting differentials. Don't know why. I feel like that dude from Donut. But first place finish. Let's go, boys. First win of the season for the sports car lights. Feeling pretty good. Let's see where we are in the standings. We have made first place for the race. First place for the race. I can see that. Our team is first place for the race, surprisingly. And then in the actual standings, we're second place right now. Really good. We're doing a really good job. And with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this video. Second place in the standings. Let's see what we can do on our next couple of races. And this is the Racing Fanatic, signing off. Hello and welcome to the end card, where you'll probably click off before I can tell you to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Also, comment down below how my driving was. And with that said, bye!